Good morning students and welcome back in our video lecture with the same topic, carbon and its compounds. So in my previous video lecture we have studied about crystalline allotropes of carbon. So tell me, what are the crystalline allotropes of carbon? Yes, diamond, graphite and fullerene, these are crystalline allotropes of carbon. Now we are going to study about non-crystalline forms of carbon. So as we have discussed, what are the non-crystalline forms of carbon? Tell me students, what are the names of non-crystalline forms of carbon? Yes, coal, charcoal, animal charcoal, sugar charcoal, lamp black or soot, gas carbon and coke. All these are non-crystalline forms of carbon. So today we are going to study about each and every type of non-crystalline allotrope of carbon in detail. So you can see in the diagram how this non-crystalline form of allotropes of carbons are formed. So what is meant by non-crystalline? Non-crystalline form of carbon is also called as amorphous form of carbon. So unlike its crystalline form such as diamond and graphite, carbon atoms are not arranged in proper order in non-crystalline carbon. So the arrangement is not proper, that's why they have no particular shape like crystalline form. So arrangement of atoms in amorphous solid is not as regular as in other solids. Charcoal, animal charcoal, sugar charcoal, lamp black or soot are man-made amorphous forms of carbon. Got it student? What are the man-made amorphous forms of carbon? Charcoal, animal charcoal, sugar charcoal and lamp black or soot, these are man-made. And remaining what are the remaining? Coal, it is natural. So it has been found that amorphous carbons are made up from very small crystals of graphite. So first is then how this coal is formed. So you can see in the diagram, when remnants of plants just get buried into the earth, then what will happen? Because of tremendous pressure of earth's surface and also tremendous pressure of atmosphere and temperature inside the earth, many changes takes place in the remnants of plant bodies, also in remnants of animal bodies. And then what will happen? These plant bodies just means whatever present into that plant bodies, oil, liquid, it just extracted from it, and solid remnant, solid layer is formed below the earth's surface, and that solid layer is called coal. So you can see in the diagram how this coal is formed. So depending upon how this nature of the coal is, this coal is also of 4 types: peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. Out of this, anthracite is hard black coal and it is used in industry for getting high energy. And peat is partially colored plant material. It is very smoky. When you burn, then large amount of smoke is produced and it gives lower energy. And lignite and bituminous are moderate sources. Okay. So what are the uses of coal? So coal is found in India in fairly good quantity in Bengal, Bihar and Assam. So this coal is mainly used as fuel in steam boilers, engine and kilns. It is also used for manufacture of coal gas and the byproduct obtained during the coal gas manufacture. The coal tar industry has gained a great importance due to the fact that coal tar is source of large number of important substances used in the manufacture of dyes, explosives and chemicals. So what are the uses of coal? It is used as fuel in steam boilers, engines and kilns. It is also used as raw material for making dyes, explosives and chemicals. Then fuels like water gas, semi-water gas and producer gas are also obtained from coal. Nowadays research is going on to produce synthetic petrol by using this catalytic coal, means by catalytic hydrogenation of coal we can make synthetic petrol. Research is going on. Then second non-crystalline form of carbon is charcoal. So you all know this coal and charcoal look similar, but actually they are totally different from each other. Coal is we get coal in mines, and what is charcoal? When wood is just burned means insufficient air of or insufficient presence of air, then the wood get converted into charcoal. So we get charcoal from insufficient burning of wood. This charcoal is also soft, black and porous solid. Though its specific gravity is 1.5, but it is very porous, that's why it can float on water due to its high porosity. Got it student? So what is the use of charcoal? Also we use charcoal as fuel, also in the manufacturing of gunpowder, for purification of water also. So nowadays we are using ROs, also charcoal based face masks, then also soaps are there. So the charcoal is used for purification. It is used as purifying agent. So pure variety is used as intestinal disinfectant. It can also absorb gases, and that is why it is used in gas mask also. So next type of non-crystalline carbon is animal charcoal. As the name indicate, we get this charcoal from the remnants of animal bodies from the destructive distillation of bones. The residue left in the retorts in animal charcoal, which contain about 10% of amorphous carbon, which is deposited on porous framework consisting of calcium phosphate, which is present up to an extent of 80%. So students, animal charcoal is also used in sugar industries and in the purification of organic compounds. Next is sugar charcoal. So normally when you heat just sugar at your home, then what will happen? That sugar get converted into brown color liquid. If you just continue to heat, then what will happen? That brown color liquid get converted into black color substance, and that black color substance is nothing but charcoal. So the sugar charcoal is obtained from sugar. It is pure form of carbon. It is obtained by destructive distillation of sugar. During this process, sugar crystals lose water and pure carbon is left behind. So students, what happen in case of some chemicals like sugar also, in copper sulfate also, they have particular crystalline nature because of presence of water molecules. So when you heat that, then what will happen? Water molecules remove out, and that non-crystalline form get converted into non-crystalline or amorphous form. So this is about sugar charcoal. So we use this sugar charcoal it is very pure form of carbon. It is used for obtaining metals from their oxide, because normally these metals which we get from nature, these are means we cannot get this metal in the pure form. We get only some metals in the pure form like gold, platinum, but what happens in case of remaining metals? We get them that metals in the form of sulfide, oxides. So if the metals are in the form of oxide, then we can get pure metal by the action of that metal oxide with carbon, that is sugar charcoal. One reaction is means example for this. If magnesium oxide reacts with carbon, then it will separate magnesium from this magnesium oxide and carbon monoxide is formed. So this is about sugar charcoal. The next non-crystalline form is lamp-black or soot. So this lamp-black or soot is soft black powder obtained by burning carbon-rich substances such as turpentine oil or other vegetable oils in an insufficient supply of air. The smoke produced is collected in chambers in which wet coarse blankets have been hung. The soot is deposited on blanket and it is removed on drying. So it has been found that lamp-black consists of extremely small crystals of graphite. So where this lamp-black is used? It is used in printing inks, then pens, Indian ink, boot polishes. The most important use of lamp-black is it is used as filler for rubber in making tires and plastics. So next non-crystalline form is gas carbon. So gas carbon is formed as a deposit on the sides of roofs of retorts in which coal is destructively distilled. It is also very pure form of carbon. It is very hard. It is used in making electrodes. So students, we have studied about electric circuit. So in electric circuit we use electrodes. Also in dry cell, if you just open that dry cell, then at the center of that dry cell, you will get this electrode. So this black color electrode is made up of gas carbon. It is good conductor of electricity. And last non-crystalline form is coke. So coke is also made by destructive distillation of coal. So when coal is subjected to destructive distillation, it loses all the volatile matter and the residue left in the retorts is called coke. So it is also pure form of carbon. It is used extensively as fuel, because one of the most important benefit of this coke is coke burns without producing smoke, and that's why it is used as fuel. It is also used as reducing agent in making fuel gases. It is good conductor of electricity and it is employ in the lining of furnace and making electrodes. So this is about non-crystalline forms of carbon. So how many non-crystalline forms of carbons we have discussed? Coal, charcoal, animal charcoal, sugar charcoal, lamp black or soot, gas carbon and coke. I hope you got all points related to non-crystalline allotropes of carbon. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me. Thank you.